Why is fear the most debilitating emotion that you can ever have? I will explain the physiology and the history of fear. Fear was instilled in us when men started walking this earth millennia away. Fear will ensure safety, and that's why it is the strongest and most pervasive emotion. Once you have fear in your system and your mind and your body, you're paralyzed. There is nothing that you can do. Something that felt desirable or easy feels impossible and you just want to run away from it. So, no matter what was happening in your life, what kind of problems you're having in your life, you needed to survive in order to resolve them. Fear became the strongest emotion you feel so that you can have the opportunity to escape danger, real danger, and then have the life in front of you to create whatever you want to problem solve. When fear takes over, physiologically, blood goes away from all your organs, even your digestive tract, and it goes to your extremities. You're getting ready to run for your life. And then your brain is laser focused on one thing, and that one thing is survival. Your brain is trying to find the fastest path in your environment to just escape. Your heart is pumping blood very fast because you probably need more adrenaline in order to run faster and escape the danger. But now, fear in our everyday lives is debilitating. We no longer need to run away from wild cats or dinosaurs, but it's still there and we keep tapping in it all the time. And fear will take you away from all your dreams and everything you want to really do. So, what happens when fear takes over? You lose your energy. You feel as if you're going to die. You might have a panic attack. You cannot breathe. You cannot think. You're not in control of your body. And when this keeps getting repeated in your life many times in a day and many times in a week, now you have a personality that is panicking. You have a personality and a brain that tells you that whatever you want, you cannot achieve. And this is how people choose to stay small, choose to take no risk, because their brain, out of fear, is telling them that everything they want and everything at moments they feel possible actually isn't. So, what do? They choose survival. And in order to survive, they stay small and they have the satisfaction that their fear is not activated all the time. But this is a myth. They're living in fear. Fear has taken over. Fear is dictating their lives. There is a way out of there, and that is through realizing what kind of model you're using. Fear will make everything dark. Hope and dreaming with your eyes open and creating the vision of your future will take you forward, will open up, will inspire. Hope has an expansive energy, and fear has an energy that makes you constrict. Everything gets smaller, and you laser focus only on staying safe. But in our lives nowadays, we are safe. The worst that can happen is that someone hurts us, someone rejects us, someone tells us that we cannot do what we think we can do, but you have the power. Because in our societies, in our modern societies, we have healthcare, we have safety, we have homes that will keep us away from animals or very bad weather, things that our ancestors millennia ago didn't have. So connect with the feeling of safety and start feeling it going everywhere in your mind, your brain, and your body. And from this space, start exploring the possibility. Get inspired to go where you truly are destined to go. How does it feel in your body and your mind to experience fear? You can either freeze or flight, or fight. These are the three options. Some people just freeze. They believe that even fighting is not an option for them anymore. These are people that are severely burned out by fear. These are people who have listened to messages by significant others, potentially parents or spouses, that tell them they're not good enough. And there is no hope for them other than staying small. You can stop freezing. You can melt away this ice that goes around your heart and your mind. You are a powerful creature and you were born for a reason. Find that reason and say no to being frozen. Fighting. This is something that people often feel when they experience fear. And that's the reason there is so much aggression in the world, road rage, people fighting in the streets, people being constantly angry. You're pumping up your adrenaline. You are living off adrenaline, but this will definitely burn you out as well. You will feel tired and you will feel exhausted from fighting. You will soon realize that it does not get you far. People who fly, they fly away whenever there is fear, feel the release of having escaped a fearful situation. But what happens with that is that you don't learn how it is to plow through your fear and actually achieve something. So they end up being underachievers. They end up shying away from big goals and big activities, and they keep themselves tiny and small in order to receive this gratification of no longer being in danger. But then they feel small. They feel that everything is impossible. You can create the life that you want. Say no to the icy feeling of being frozen and immobilized, petrified. What petrified means is that you feel you have turned into stone. Say no to the fiery sensation of fighting and being angry all the time. It doesn't resolve anything. It might keep you safe in the moment, but does not get you where you want to go. And remember, in your journey to success, in your journey to a blissful existence, you need others. You're human. We thrive with each other and around each other. And when you fly, remember that the freedom that you experience in your mind and your body is fleeting and is not real, because it will keep you small. You will not learn how it is to go through your fear and be successful. What to do when you start feeling fear? Analyze the situation. Is it your interpretation of the current situation or people, or is it really something that you need to be fearful about? If there is true danger, then carve another path. Find another way to reach your goals. But most of the time, fear is irrational and does not represent the truth. I will just tell you a few of the fears that people, many people from many different cultures, many different countries, and different ethnicities and races are experiencing globally. I am going to die young. I will get cancer. I will go bankrupt. I will not have a roof over my head. The moment where I cannot even buy food for myself and my family is coming soon. I will get divorced. No one will love me. I will fail. I will end up not having a job. I will end up not being able to pay my mortgage. I will be so sick, I will be a burden to other people. I will end up in a wheelchair. People across the globe who have never met each other, they have not had a conversation, they're experiencing these types of fear daily. And out of this long list, maybe one thing or two might happen, but definitely not all of them. But when you keep all these fears in your mind and your soul and your body daily, 24/7, it is as if everything has happened to you all the time. So bring reality into your fears. Are these things really going to happen? And even if one or two does happen, Don't you have resources? Of course you do. Humans were so powerful, and you need to have powerful humans around you. And by powerful, I don't mean successful. I mean people with soul power, people who can be there for you, who can direct you, who can help you see that whatever you're going through does not need to define you and does not need to continue. People who will hold your hand whilst you're going through a difficult path in life. And after this difficult path in life, you should definitely know the sun will come up again and will shine on you. How about being scared of small items in your everyday life, such as feeling fear of attending a meeting or facing your partner when your partner is upset, or even taking a plane or a boat? Well, these small fears come from the big fears. If you're having fear about everything in life, about stepping outside of your home, or driving, or getting on a plane, or just having a chat at work, or with personal friends and family, then you have given your soul away to big fears. And now the fear of something big, of cancer, of financial ruination, of being rejected, of getting a divorce, is leaking into daily smaller tasks. If this is the case for you, you need to address it. Fear is like an avalanche. It starts small, and as it rolls down the paths of your life and different areas of your life, it becomes humongous and very difficult to deal with. Just remind yourself that there is always help. Find a clinical mental health counselor who has some spiritual tools as well and try resolving it. And until then, remind yourself that fear is in your mind and you are a lot more powerful. Utilize your brain and soul's power in order to understand that you can do it. And as you bring yourself to be exposed to the situation that appears fearful, with time, your fear will lower, will go down, because experience is telling you that it's not as bad as fear is promising it to be. You can definitely remove fear from your life and let fear for truly scary situations. For example, a mountain lion has entered your home, or the bank is sending you a note that says if you don't make payment for your mortgage, your home will be taken away. But until you're faced with the mountain lion in your living room or that bankruptcy letter from the bank, you don't need to think about it. Don't lace your existence, your mind, your brain, and your body with this fear. It's toxic and it stops you from seeing possibilities. It stops you from creating the life that you deserve and desire. Can fear be contagious? Is it possible that the fear you're experiencing is not actually yours? That you were raised by parents who were full of fear, or there's a lot of fear in your community or at your workspace? It actually is very contagious. Fear is energy. And even if we don't express it, people around us feel it. They feel it in an energy form because the energy that we exude will reach them. Or they also feel it because of our actions, thoughts, and words that we utter. Try to not be persuaded by that. Try to not be touched by other people's fear. Go back to your core and remember what is your true perception of a particular situation or a person. Be driven by what you know, not what other people tell you the truth is. Fear is pervasive and is contagious. Just look around you. When something difficult has happened, a tragic crime or a tragic accident that has taken the life of many people, we tend to be a lot more fearful for the next few days. And then, because we're resilient and our brain cannot stay in this energy for much longer, we soon forget, we let it go. But we have lost a lot in the process. And due to the fact that there are a lot of challenging events happening, One challenging event will be preceded by another. So our brain and our body and our soul is constantly activating by fearful events that are not happening to us. But then you do take this energy in you. And once you do that, if you don't stop it, if you don't decide to make a conscious decision to say to yourself, this fear is not mine. This event did not happen to me. And I can help if I can, others. But if I cannot, I need to come back to my energy, to my life, and live life in a fearless manner. Only allow fear when fear is present. This expression that British people say is very fitting for this moment. We're going to cross this bridge when we're there, not before. But in our heads, we're starting preparing us for crossing difficult bridges, even before a bridge is in sight. Live life in the moment. You're safe, you're smart, and you're powerful.